Welcome back. In today's session, we are going to work into more structured asanas, which are yoga poses. But they're a lot more than just shapes. They are an opportunity for us to connect with the earth beneath us, with the space around us, with our environment. And they're also a way for us to attune to where we are aligned on the inside of our bodies. So let's begin in standing position, and you can separate your feet so that they're hip distance apart. So your heels underneath your sitting bones. And then bring your attention to your feet and just start to shift your weight forwards and back and side to side. And notice what feels more familiar, where you usually hang out in your feet, and what feels maybe a little less known. Just having a little play. And as you shift, start to notice the way that you feel inside your body as well. Keep exploring and bring your hands to your hips and soften your knees so that there's a little micro bend behind your knees. And use your hands on your hips in order to weigh the weight of your pelvis and your legs down into the earth. Now start to shift your weight from your right foot to your left foot. Just side to side, and accentuate the weight of the hip that you are shifting to. Just getting a little more earthy in the structure of standing. Pause about in the middle and let the weight of your legs further drop towards the earth. Notice where your feet are touching the mat and put a little bit more pressure in through your feet. As you put more pressure, it's like you sign up for the support of the earth. You're going to start to feel that your legs get a little bit more solid, a little bit more contained. And then do this. Start to bend your knees. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a deep squat. Just bend your knees and imagine that you were going to jump. And I want you to notice what happens in your body when you're going to jump. You contract your muscles and you need to push into the earth in order to get that buoyancy. And the same thing is true when we're in structured asana. We need to rest and be supported by the earth, but then it takes a little bit of our effort to find that rebound and that lift in response to the earth as well. Let's give it a try here. Let's put it into practice. So stand at the top of your mat. And again, soften your knees. You can bring your hands to your hips. Press through your feet and feel a lift all the way right up through your body. And then on your exhale, you can soften your knees as much as you need to. Hinge at your hip creases so your pelvis rolls over top of your leg bones. Bow and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. You can bring your hands to your shins to do that. Exhale, bow and fold so that your fingertips come to the earth. Now shift your weight into your right foot and then put more pressure in through your left foot so that you can slide or lift your left foot back to the back of your mat. Align your right knee over top of your ankle and then rise and bring your hands to your hips. If you're feeling a little bit wobbly, first check and make sure that you have some space between your front heel and your back knee width-wise. It'll help to give you more weight distribution through your pelvis. And then as you bring your hands to your hips, if you're also still feeling wobbly, notice whether you're actually weighing and connecting down into the earth. You may notice that your front foot kind of wobbles. Let it figure it out the same way that you were doing so from a standing position. find where the middle and the balance is between the front and back and sides of your foot that's authentic for you in this moment. And then start to push your front foot into the earth, push your back foot into your knee, and create a little bit more lift. Take another full breath in, and then on your exhale, bring your fingertips down to the earth. Push through your back foot to lift your back leg, and then shift your weight forwards. Push into your right foot to either drag or step your left foot forwards. Bow and fold. Other side. Lift up halfway, and then slowly shift your weight into your left foot and slide and place your right knee back. Let it settle and connect. And then rise and bring your hands to your hips. Give your body some time to get used to this. If you've been carrying tension, if you've been feeling a little wobbly in your nervous system, let it all drain down through your lower body here as you connect. Let yourself wobble and figure it out. And then once you feel like you've hit a place of balance for you, then press down through the points of contact that you have into the earth to feel more contained and connected. On your next exhale, lower your fingertips down. Lift your back knee away from the earth on your inhale, and then shift forwards. You got to push into the left foot to give buoyancy to the right leg. Bow and fold, and then inhale and rise all the way up. Bring your hands through heart center, release your arms alongside you. Now reach your arms up overhead and keep them there, palms facing towards each other. Relax your shoulders. Let them move towards gravity. So notice if they start to hike up around your ears. Relax. And even allow for the weight all the way from your fingertips to drain down through your arms, through your shoulders. Feel the weight of your torso rest on your lower body. So that even though you're uplifted here, even though you are lifting up, the down is still present. Take another full breath in, and on your exhale, bow and fold forwards. Inhale, lift up halfway, slowly step your left foot back once again. Now you can either keep your knee lifted or down to the earth. If you need a little more stability, knee comes down. And then when you are ready, push your feet into the earth enough so that it stabilizes you. If you want to pause and bring your hands to your hips, you can do so, or reach your arms all the way right up. Press through your feet to find more lift, yet at the same time allow for every part of your body to be in relationship with gravity. Yoga is very much about opposites, balancing and harmonizing the opposites. So here we're working with the up and down. On your next exhale, lower your fingertips down and step your left foot forwards. Bow and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Shift your weight into your left foot as you settle your right foot back. To have more lift and strength in the back leg, press the ball of the foot down. And then very slowly as you can. So you're using your feet to give you power, pressure for power to lift and rise up. Now this time interlace your fingers and bring them to the top of your head, like you're wearing a hat here. And let the weight of your hands move down. So your skull is resting on your spine. Your spine is resting on your hips are resting down towards the earth. Continue to put pressure through your feet so that you lift. Now see if you can maintain the lift all the way into the crown of your head as you bring your fingertips down to the earth. Step your left foot forwards to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and bow and fold. Inhale, rise all the way up again. And settle and descend your arms alongside you. From here, step your feet out wide. feet parallel to each other. Make sure that you have a bend in your knees here. If the knees are locked, the weight has nowhere to go. We're gripping and bracing ourselves away from gravity. We want to be with gravity here. With your hands on your hips, take a big breath in and lift up through your chest. On your exhale, once again, bow and fold and bring your hands down underneath your shoulders. You can also use blocks, water bottles, any type of props underneath you if it's a bit of a stretch for you with your upper body, but also you can just bend your knees. Place your palms onto the earth. So you're almost in not quite a forward fold if you're familiar with yoga, but more so somewhere between downward facing dog and Prasarita Padottanasana. Let the weight of your upper body fall into your hands and let the weight of your hips fall down through your feet. Now what you might notice here are some tiny little shakes, some tiny little movements, contractions. Might feel almost like little chiropractic adjustments or just little dee-dee-dee-dee-dee vibrations inside, sensations, particularly in your legs here. But keep on allowing for the weight of your hips to drain down, and this can take some time for your body to understand. Notice if you're gripping through your toes, make sure that the weight is even. And then put some pressure in through your feet and feel the lift, the rebound travel all the way up to your sitting bones. Lift your sitting bones up a little bit higher. It's going to increase the pressure in your legs, but at the same time, allow for the weight to drain down. Two separate actions. Find what the perfect recipe is in your body today. Take 2 more breaths. And then inhale, lift up, bring your hands to your hips and rise all the way up. You can toe heel your feet or walk your feet closer towards each other and then bring your feet right together here. Shift your weight into your right foot, which also means that the weight of your right hip is going to move down as well. Pick up your left knee. You can hold your left knee. Take it wide to the side and then bring the sole of your foot to the inner line of your right leg. So it can either be above or below the knee or connected down to the earth as well. Just finding some connection there. Now bring your hands to your hips or into your heart and just pause and notice where the weight is once again. The stakes are a little bit higher, so sometimes we can start to move into the grip of the toes, or to find a bit of imbalance. It's an opportunity here for you to soften your knee and just allow for everything to be supported. Allow yourself to be supported. Finding the evenness in your standing foot. And you can also do the same with the left foot as it connects. Is it connecting evenly? Is this leg just kind of here dead weight, or are you activating it in order to create a balanced posture? Let the weight of your skull rest on your spine. And again, allow for the wobbles and the fluctuations to be there. We're not meant to be completely still, just the same way that these trees have flexibility as well. On your next exhale, lower your left foot and your arms alongside you. And we'll switch sides. Shift your weight into your left foot. Pick up your right knee. Take your right knee out wide and then to the inner line of your leg. If you rest it on the knee, you might begin to create some misalignment, so it's better to put it on the muscle and help to strengthen the muscles. Hands to your hips or to your heart. And play. Take a chance. Take a chance, even if you need to come out of the posture. It's not about getting the pose. The pose is just empty and not as useful if it's not creating the internal alignment, if it's not balancing the energies in your internal world. And often what happens, we're trying really hard, we grip really hard, we brace, we create more tension rather than creating a balanced action in our bodies. On your next exhale, slowly release once again. Take a full breath in, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bow and fold. And interlace your fingers behind your back. Hug your palms together, elbows can be as bent as they need to be. And again, notice where the weight is in your feet, the connection that you have. Press through your feet. Lift your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Deepen the stretch in the backs of your legs. Stay with gravity as you do so. So if I were to ask your legs right now, how do you know that gravity exists? I'm not asking your mind, asking your legs, the tissues. What is the raw sensory data that your legs get that know that gravity is a real thing? Release your fingertips down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bring your interlaced fingers to the top of your head. Kind of sandwich yourself between your feet. Press through your feet and press through the crown of your head to find containment as you rise all the way up. Release your arms alongside you and just take a few breaths in standing. Asana are these beautiful vehicles that we have in order to find places in our body that maybe we don't usually get into in our daily lives. They are such an honor to practice, and I hope that you can feel the effects of what's available in these beautiful shapes. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow.